2 dozen things, not 1 dozen things.
All right, it is 6 o'clock. Call this meeting of the Dalton Township Planning Commission for September 22nd, 2022 to order. First thing we have is roll call. Dave, I am here. Jesse? Here. Nick is excused. Lee? Here. John? Here. Casey?
Here.
And Todd?
Here.
All right. Approval of the agenda with some additional things handed with the packets that Stephen had gotten after the work session. So some of the questions we had also have been addressed there. So if you have a chance to review that. Anything else to add?
No.
I get a motion for that.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, and then we have the approval of the August 30th meeting minutes, the resolution SU 22-06, and do we need to include the public hearing for last week, or will that be in next month's? We don't need,
No, last week's minutes will be approved next month.
okay, very good. Everyone's had a chance to review. Anyone like to make a motion, or anyone have any additions?
Make the motion to approve the minutes for August 30th, 2022 meeting minutes.
And the resolution?
And resolution SU 22-06.
All right,
Support. Steve, do you want those separate? Because I need to abstain from the minutes because I wasn't here.
okay. All right, we'll do separates?
Yeah, we can go separate.
Okay. All right, we'll do first for the John support for the meeting minutes. Okay, do I have a support?
Support.
All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, and we have resolution SU 22-06.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution SU 22-06.
I'll support. All right, you want us to do a roll call on that?
It's up to you. We don't need it.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Our next thing is public comment. This is a chance where we do have public here tonight, which we appreciate. If there's anything beyond your items that you're here for tonight, if there's anything you would like to speak on, we'll open that at 6:05. Seeing we have no takers on that, I will close the public comment at 6:05. All right, and then tonight, we have an item for public hearing for SU 22-07 and SPR 22-03, 3918 Holton Road, and the Trinity Equipment. I see Keith is here. If you want to take a minute to kind of give us, you can step up or from your seat. We are pretty informal at this point since no one's here. You haven't angered anyone. We appreciate that. So
Oh, give me a minute, I might still yet. What's going on at 3918 Holt Road is Trinity Equipment. The building is owned by Long Lane Company. I own both companies. We are simply asking to add a warehouse to our property. We are growing like crazy and we're out of space. We are a railroad manufacturer distributor. We support North American rail industry. And a lot of stuff runs in and out of our warehouse there on Holton Road, and we just looking for some more space. So we had West Shore Engineering come in, give us a site plan, do our due diligence. We would like to add a warehouse. And at the same token, solar power back behind our building as well, because the timing is right for that. So that's our request, and I think we've done our homework on that, and would ask for approval, please.
Beautiful. All right, for the board, is there any, there's already an existing pole barn on there, is this gonna go next to that?
Yes, so there's 2 pole barns on the property. It's actually 2 separate parcels. I own them both. I'm in the process of combining them. I think Steve is working on that down to one. There's our main office, which is a 40 by 80, and then we've got a 24 by 90 that is ancient. It's probably 60, 70 years old. We're looking to add another 40 by 60 to it, so there'll be 3 total on the property.
Any board member concerns, or?
I have a question, what types of rail products do you supply to railroads?
We are specifically engaged in freight car repair, and even more specific that in the running gear, so anything to do with wheels, axles, couplers, anything below the frame of the car is the vast majority of the business. We do a little bit with the center beam freight cars, which haul lumber and OSB siding, stuff like that, but mainly it's repair parts for running gear.
We've seen quite a few of the solar arrays come across here. I think this is another one that they did have the natural resource assessment. So it looks like we have everything for any of the checks and balance on there. Any concerns or anything anyone has? Or any comments?
Is your name Trinity in any way associated with the railroad car manufacturer known as Trinity?
That surprises me that you asked that, because only people in my industry know that. We run into that all the time. Trinity Industries is based out of Dallas. They're a major customer of mine, and we are not associated.
Okay.
But I talk to them once a week.
It's another ginormous.
They're huge. Largest freight car builder in the world.
What are you doing with the drainage for your loading dock? I'm assuming, it says enclosed loading dock, I'm assuming you're gonna have a roof over the standard loading dock that
So
hooks back into.
it's really kind of,
down.
I haven't made a complete decision on how to do that yet, because we've got the problem of having high water, and so we're gonna do a recessed dock down into the ground and avoid the concrete expense to do all that. And our water is, I mean, it's, we go down 4 foot in the water, so the bottom of the well would be, on a day like today, we'd be in the water. So we opted to not do that, so we thought we would do it inside the building. Obviously, snow is an issue. We're unloading 20 trucks a week, so we thought inside would be better. And then the concrete cost, that is north of 20-some grand. So we might actually either forego the whole loading dock thing and continue to shoot ourselves in the foot and piss off our LTL drivers, or I have looked at some alternatives of a metal portable, a 10,000 pound portable loading dock. And in the wintertime, I can back it inside the whole building. It's about a 30-foot throw. I was originally going to put up 30 by 60. We added 10 feet specifically for the loading dock. In the wintertime, I can back it in and we can still be protected. In the summertime, I can pull it out. So I don't know that loading dock is really, in either case, it's not going to affect rainwater and stuff like that. We have the rib drain,
Yeah.
basically hits us on the southeast corner of the property. When Jim Russo built that back in 2008 for Earth Creations, we have a big swale on the southwest side of the property that, I mean, thousands and thousands of gallons of water can sit there. So when we looked at the drainage issue with West Shore, it's like, you guys don't have a problem. So I mean, I don't know the science behind how they determine where runoff's gonna go. We've got a lot of spots to go on our south side swale, if it ever get that far.
Right. So you're not gonna have any loading dock below grade then, it's gonna be.
No, I don't think we can, just because the water table is just so high that we're asking for trouble if we do that.
Okay.
Steve, that property combining thing, that's separate from us, correct?
Correct. That's just an internal administrative.
Anyone have any concerns, or anyone like to make a motion?
Do we need any more detail on the solar portion of this proposal? I know there's a drawing and a layout.
From what we've
We do
seen,
not.
We do
Most
not?
of the standards
Okay.
deal with the building inspector and electrical code. Those will need to be met. Those will be met at permitting.
Yeah. All right.
anyone care to offer a motion?
Jesse, are you happy with what you're seeing here?
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve SU 22-07.
If I may, we do need to open a public hearing.
Okay. All right, I'll open the public hearing for SU 2207 and SPR 2203 at Holton Road. They'll open that at 6:14. Does anyone care to make a comment?
Can I oppose my one? No.
All right, hearing we have none, I will close it at 6:14.
Now we're good.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve SU 22-07 and SPR 22-03 at 3918 Holton Road.
Have a motion, have support?
I'll support.
All right, we'll do a roll call on this one. Dave, yes. Jesse?
Yes.
Lee?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Casey?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Congratulations. All right, moving on the agenda, we do have some communications in the township board meeting minutes, as well as administrative a site plan review approval for Duck Creek, a minor amendment. Farther down in our, that was the one that we actually had that you were able to approve, correct?
Yes.
All right, we will continue on with unfinished business, which we do not have any. We will now go to SPR 22-04 at 3170 Whitehall Road for affordable pole barn. Right. All right, Scott, I know you are here. Would you like to take a moment and give us kind of your, what you're asking for?
Sure. Earlier this year, I ended up purchasing another 4 acres there, which gave me more property. Of course, I'm looking to build a 40 by 80 pole barn for warehousing my equipment for affordable pole barns. Right now, I have a 30 by 40 pole barn there now, which I am currently running affordable gutters out of. I'm also looking at moving the driveway from where it is now. You guys have that drawing. There is another driveway already there, just has not been used. It's all grassed over. I'm looking at just changing over to that one. Just using it for storage and warehousing.
And it's going behind the existing building, correct?
Correct.
And I know we had some concern, or at least a conversation about that with the potential for a barrier between the two properties, between you and your neighbor.
Yes, Wayne Anderson.
Yeah, and is that something, I know you had said that they may be here tonight, and
He said he was gonna be here.
gotcha. So,
The neighbors wanting something?
No. He does not. I know when I talked to Steve about this, he said that you guys may want a barrier in between, and I told Steve that, I said, I know he does not. He's a good friend of mine. I said, I know he doesn't want it. Of course, I don't want to put it up if I don't have to. But I am willing to if I have to, of course.
Have you contacted the county about moving the driveway?
As of now, I have not. I probably won't get to that till spring now. It's getting a little late to do that now. I know there's a few permits and stuff to get into it, and I gotta go through them so they can tell me exactly what I have to put in there.
Yeah. Okay.
so even if we approve it tonight and the driveway addition is denied, you could still use the existing
Correct.
driveway? That's
Correct.
just our take on it, so we won't probably address that, that's between you and them then to. if you look at
Correct.
it. And I know we had discussed when we were out to your place the other day, potential for runoff water or anything like that. You said currently there's no problems, but should there become a problem down the road?
I put a couple of small swales in. That's the neighbor.
Gotcha, well, good timing. You're just discussing that there are two separate properties, obviously, your property, his property, and that Stephen had mentioned possibility of maybe requiring making it a part of this to have a barrier between there. And you're okay with?
Yeah, you don't need a barrier, that's fine.
Okay. All right, neither party is. Okay. And your name again, sir, I'm sorry?
Wayne Anderson.
Wayne Anderson, okay. So on your updated site plan here, you have that on there for the small swale on that side. Are you going to go ahead and put that there?
On the back side, next to RJ Woodworking, I will probably put one on there, yes.
Okay.
Just because I'm only 26, 27 feet off the property line, and the other side, I'm, you know, from the building, it's a gravel drive, or gravel parking area and drive, I'm, you know, 80, 90 feet from the property line. I was not planning on putting one there unless it poses a problem.
Is anyone concerned about the runoff potential, or, I mean, looking at the property, I didn't see that it was something that appeared at this time. We did mention that it did, down the road, if something came up, that would be something you may have to address if it did arise. And did you determine a height for the building?
30 feet,
30 feet?
yeah.
Okay. I think, Stephen, isn't that in code?
That is.
Okay. Board members, is there any concerns or anything anyone has, questions? No? Anyone has a motion they would like to present? This would be a
I guess one question is there anything special we need to do or say for the driveway thing? I know it's not our deal, do we just need to say driveway can be put in if the county permits it or something like that?
Yeah, the site plan as presented is for a new driveway. You could mention in the motion that the existing driveway may be utilized instead of a new driveway,
If not.
if
not
not,
permitted.
if not permitted.
I make a motion to approve SPR 22-04 for 3170 Whitehall Road. You can use the existing driveway if the new one's not permitted from the county.
I have a motion.
Support.
All right, we take this as a roll call. Dave, yes. Jesse?
Yes.
Lee?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Casey?
Yes.
And Todd?
Yes.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we have SPR 22-05 at 1155 West Riley Thompson, Duck Creek RV Park. Casey will be abstaining from the vote based on being the applicant, so,
Yes.
all right. You want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you're planning?
Our original site plan had the wrong dimensions of the indoor pool building. It neglected to have the stick-built bathhouse attached to it.
You have all the drawings and things required. And that was approved, the original.
Correct,
Okay,
yes.
so it's just the changing it because administratively Stephen could not approve it because it did go up with the percentage.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
I'll make a motion to approve SPR 22-05 at 1155 West Riley Thompson.
Support.
All right, we'll take your roll call. Dave? Yes? Jesse?
Yes.
Lee?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And Todd?
Yes.
All right, that moves forward, congratulations. All right, next up we have SPR 22-06 at 2887 Industrial Parkway. Darwin Cummings is here to give us an idea of some additional information that was provided for us in the packet also. Let's see. All right. Darwin, if you want to give us just a brief synopsis of what you're looking to do there?
Sure, just putting up would like to put up a 40 by 80 full building, for storage of my equipment and tools, things like that. So I keep it out of the weather.
Gotcha. All right. Currently, there are no businesses on either side of you, even behind you, and you're well within your setbacks. There is a driveway existing, and you're doing the building. In addition to that, you're also doing two of the
Shipping containers,
containers.
correct, which would be behind the building.
Okay. And there's trees all the way around the property on the perimeter.
Few hundred feet easily on all three sides. Well, four, but not a few hundred to the road, but yeah.
Yep. And I think we had calculated the height of your building, but what is what do you anticipate the height to be? We don't have it actually on our,
I think we estimated that around, what was it, Stephen, like 24 point something feet?
Yeah,
Feet?
maybe 20 feet 8 inches.
20 feet, there you go.
And that is on the revised plans in the additions packet.
oh, there it is. I guess I should have turned that page.
So the
Yep.
I have a light on one end.
I mean, more than likely put lighting extra places if need be, if that is in question.
You really don't have any neighbors and you have trees all the way around you, so you can put lights wherever you feel comfortable. I think you're not gonna hurt anybody's.
Yeah.
Not even the walkers on the trail, so that's kinda nice.
Probably, yeah, more than likely not, yeah. I agree with you there.
any notes from our work session on this one? Is there anything anybody has for discussion? So at this time, I will entertain a motion if someone would be so inclined. Need a piece of candy first, go ahead.
Make a motion to approve SPR 22-06, 2887 Industrial Parkway.
And support. All right, we will take a roll call. Todd?
Yes.
Casey?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Lee?
Yes.
Jesse?
Yes.
Dave? Yes. All right, that goes ahead. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. And we are up to our draft zoning and ordinance for the solar energy systems. I think we reviewed that at the work center, or the work session.
And I did include the changes that we discussed at the work session in a revised draft.
When you're talking about the height of the panel, what is the height? Like, what dimension, are we talking about like the thickness, or are we talking about?
It'd be the height of the panel above the roof that it's mounted on.
So if it's, most of them are mounted directly on, so that's like no height. But you
Correct.
could put a mount underneath it.
If it's on a bracket.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, if you
I mean,
want to tilt it.
Well, that's usually what you do on the roof, there's like a pad, then you have your rails, and then you can put your panel.
Gotcha, okay.
Usually, top of the roof.
All right, we have this one pretty thoroughly discussed, I think, and adjusted, so do we have anyone that would like to make a motion?
This was moving on to the public hearing
Okay.
for next month.
Okay. Would anyone like to make a motion to send this to public hearing?
I'll make a motion to approve sending the draft zoning ordinance for solar energy systems, changes to public hearing.
Have support?
Support.
All right. Dave, yes. Jesse?
Yes.
Lee?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Casey?
Yes.
And Todd?
Yes.
All right. That brings us through our agenda. It is now 6:34, so well done, guys. So if anyone would like to make a motion to adjourn,
Make a motion to adjourn.
I will support that, absolutely. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?